Say wow, let's enjoy some fun conversation. We'll be shooting the shelf around the nation. Let's start shooting the shelf.
Jesse's been having some technical difficulties, folks. So let's try this. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Shooting the Shelf, episode 209. We've got an awesome show for you, where we are going to decide which is the best 2-pack in Mythos. You may have seen there is a post in the Cabal with a poll. There are results from that. We've also have individuals here to defend the different 2-packs tonight. So we will hear from them. And then ultimately, Jesse and I, maybe me, if Jesse continues to have problems, will determine definitively which is the best 2-pack in Mythos. We're going to take the results from the poll, the things that we hear from these defenders of the 2-packs, and then we will make the final decision. We will be the judge, Judy, and executioner here. So, but let's see who we've got in the chat. First off, we got Recon Rage. Welcome, sir. We've got Dave Orkin. Mark, a.k.a. Crom316, is here. We've got Brian Carr. It says, happy Sunday, Curtis and Jesse. Well, just Curtis right now. Jesse was here, and he was lagging. Then he was here, and he was lagging. Then he was here, and then his picture went away. And then now he's not here. So we'll see. Pickle D is here. Says, hello, everybody. Have a great show. Thank you, Pickle D. Oh, we got Dub3 in the house. Welcome, Dub. I am is here. Says, hello, hello. We've got Mr. C here. William Husted. Stacy Lynn, the number one reason to go to CarverCon. Darla Ackerman is here, and she's right over there. Jeremy Govier is here. We've got Omar Munez, Jen, a.k.a. Lucky Sprinkles. We got Jesse Marshall here, Kit Bash Blackburn, Twizzler 19. We got Ryan Colwell, Jay of Low Fidelity Customs, who was hanging out in the customizing studio with me today. We have Amir Kashbar, who was also in the customizing studio. He's been customizing like crazy in his retirement. We got Cincy John here. Lewis Alex the Barbarian. We've got Collectible Fun Matt. Calero Benson, who was also in the customizing studio. We got all the customizing studio folks here. Let's see. We got Douglas Tupper here. Brian Lynn of Carver Customs. He said, let there be light. And there was. Rick Emmert is here. Then we've got Michael Morales, 3753. And then Work AFK-esque. Welcome. Hola, everybody. Hola, sir. Well, at the start of the show, normally Jesse and I do a little thing called shelf selections, but Jesse isn't here, so let me bring in the person that has the most appearances on Shooting the Shelf, other than myself and Jesse, to help me out with shelf selections, and that would be the one, the only, Joe Gonzalez. What's up, Joe?
It's excited to be back, to keep adding to those numbers of the
Tanya was trying to catch you, but now you've one-upped her again.
Yeah. I'm just pulling away. That's what I do. Yeah.
She did move into sole possession of second place, but now you're just kind of like stuffing her back down there again. So
yeah.
Well,
we all have our places.
All right. Well, let's get the shelf selections up. It looks like Jesse might be here. We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see. Let's see if Jesse, you there? Nope. Kind of. He's cute though, folks.
How about now?
We heard you. We don't know when you said that, but yes. I'm going to go to the first shelf selection, which is one of mine, and then we will see if Jesse can talk. All right, folks. So this is half grown gaffer. And this is a brand new Instagram account. So you may have seen this picture in on Facebook in the Cabal. I saw this, asked the gentleman if he had an Instagram account. He said no. And I said, if you get one, let us know so we can highlight you on the show. And so he created a new Instagram account. So I need everybody. This is, sometimes we do this where we say, hey, go ahead and add them afterwards. Right now, I need everybody stop what you're doing and go and add this one on Instagram. Half grown gaffer. He is getting into doing the toy photography with Legions, and we want to make sure that we help support his Instagram. So make sure you go and give that a follow. Joe, what do you think of this one?
Well, I'm adding him on Instagram right now to start. So
good thing. Yep.
Devin Dodson.
Yep.
All right. Well, I love the composition of this. It's such a small area of a room, but you can immediately tell what's going on in it, which I think is wonderful composition. But being a D&D guy, sleeping in heavy armor, he's not going to get a long rest, because
gotcha. It's not super restful.
Right.
I mean, he does have, it looks like he's got some fur on that bed, so it is a little bit comfortable, but he still has the metal on. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But it does look like a really comfortable bed.
It does.
Bed. Heck yeah.
Yeah. Jesse, if you're here, what do you think of this one?
I don't know. Am I here?
It sounds like it. Yep.
Sounds like you're here. Yeah.
Good Lord. I don't know what the flippity flip flop flapjacks happened to my computer since last week, but this picture is really cool. I think I had this one in my collections as well, but I saw Curtis had it, so I did not pick it this week. I think it's really cool. Yeah.
We've also got one of these, Jesse.
I'm taking this as a pre-deceased Tibius.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Oh,
this is a $4.99 super chat from Kevin Maboots that says Jesse is glitchy. I think he means his computer, but we just really don't know.
Maybe his internet is fine and Jesse's glitching out. We don't know.
I've been around Jesse enough to see him glitchy in the past, not his computer, but just individually. So It could be 6 of one, half dozen of the other. We don't know. Right. Let's see. Oh, Trevor, 1-6 shooter is here. Trevor says he's the guest with the second most appearances. He is not. He's not. It's Tanya, actually. So he's got a bunch of appearances on Offworld. He might be the second most appearances on Offworld.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go to the next one. This is one from Jesse, and we'll see if Jesse can talk about it.
Did anything I say on the last one come through?
Something about it being pre-dead Tibius and that your computer's doing weird things. Yes.
Okay. I don't know what the heck's going on. This is a new account to me. What is it? Candid Barbie doll.
Barbie doll. Yeah.
And I just thought this was a really fun shot of, I can't remember which company did this, but these little monkey princeling things just hanging out. I'm assuming is a patio, but it looks like a wall, like in a village or something.
Joe?
Yeah, this is just fun. Like a bunch of anthropomorphic monkey children just hanging out and playing, Looks like one of them has a bow, but I can't even really tell what they all have, but they look like they're having fun together. It's just a really kind of upbeat, fun photograph, which I think we tend to lean towards the darker side of things in toy photography. So this is a really, uplifting, fun photo that I enjoy seeing.
Yeah, I don't know what these toys are, but they do look a lot of fun. So
they were on 5K. The company did like a Monkey King, and then they had like a one that came with it for free, and then you could order other ones. Drawing a blank on the name of the company that did it though. They're imports, I'm pretty sure.
Gotcha. Okay. Next one is one of my picks. This is craftworld.solace. Just an amazing paint job on this axe. You got the marbling there, and then the gold trim. Really beautiful. I had to take, this was from a reel, so I had to like get a quick screenshot of it. They didn't have just a still. But it was pretty impressive to look at. Like they were putting the gold on. It was one of those where they like drip it in one part of the crack and it just goes down and like fills it in like nice and perfectly. Whereas when I do it, it like goes all the fuck over the place and I gotta fucking wipe it and start over. So, but yeah, they did a real great job with this one. So, Joe.
So this whole thing is a paint job?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, it's amazing. I never even would have guessed that. I thought that only like the gold lines were paint work. This is amazing. Next level of talent, far beyond any capabilities that I have. Bravo.
Jesse?
What is the full piece?
It's like an axe.
Okay. Is it a miniature?
Yes.
Okay. I think it's really cool. I like how the gold has like two different elements. You've got I don't know if I'm going to say it right, like the Chris can probably correct me in the back. Is it kitsuguri? Where it's like the gold that they used to like repair stuff. And so you see the cracks, and then the gold in the actual like design of it. I think that's a really fun take on that.
Yeah. Pretty cool stuff. Next is one of Jesse's.
This is Intangible Dandy. I mean, it's Thistlethorn. And like we always say when we see pictures of Thistlethorn, you could get him in so many different varieties considering he has such a stoic face expression. And here he's fending off Scaphoid. And I like that the greens are really popping out from this color. Like even though the background's not purple, it kind of blends into the purple of Scaphoid's clothes. I just think this is a really fun shot.
Joe?
I feel bad for Thistlethorn in this because I think he's about to eat that mace. Scaphoid definitely has a position of strength over him. It's a great action shot. Makes me wonder how he's going to get out of this one. Hopefully he rolls out of the way or something because, yep, it has my tensions high just looking at it.
I think he's getting ready to do like a trip toe hold kind of thing, knock him down. Like Thistlethorn has him right where he wants him. So I think.
Well, Thistlethorn just wrote a 13 plus whatever his dexterity or whatever is to evade.
We had Michael jump in and says, "Go Scaphoid, kick his fuzzy ass." So, wow, there's that.
I'd play a sound effect, but I don't want to make my computer die now that it's kind of fun.
Right. Next one is one of my picks, and this is a display that Tony's Figs had done to get his superpowers up. He was mixing some of the vintage ones as well as the McFarlane ones, which they go really well together. Like if you look at it and you don't really know, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference between the McFarlane ones and the new ones. Like they just fit so well together. And he picked up, I believe it's like a baseball card trading, like a baseball card case where you can display like ones that you have in like protective cases, and you can put them in here and it fits perfectly for these figures. I really loved it so much that it inspired me to get my superpowers out of the garage and up. And Darla helped me yesterday, and I left mine in package, but put up these shelves and at least got them out of the garage and got them up. So Tony's Figs, who inspired me last year to do a bunch of DC customs, now is inspiring me with displaying my collection as well. So thank you, Tony. Joe?
Al, Tony's a great dude. got to know him a little bit through the clubhouse. Awesome guy, very talented. This is amazing display. That was the first thing I was looking at, was trying to figure out if they were, the classics or the McFarlane ones. And it is really hard to tell the difference, which is awesome. And it looks like they fit in there. I see hinges, so there must be a door that closes over.
Yeah, there's like a glass that cover for it. Yeah,
which is awesome. That's something that I should be doing, considering I live in the dusty desert. But really impressive display. I really like it a lot. And
pretty much the top 2 rows are vintage, and then half of the third row is vintage, and then all the rest is McFarlane.
Nice. Right on. See, I couldn't even have told you. So very well done.
That's half the case, one way or the other.
Kind of. The Brainiac goes a little bit over on the third row, so it's just slightly more vintage than McFarlane. But yeah.
Well, the Brainiac is vintage.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I would not have guessed that.
Yeah, it's a back metal one, which finding one of those that stands up is pretty fucking impressive, because they do not. Those limbs are shit now. So, but he found one that stands. So good on you, Tony. Jesse, thoughts on this one?
I think it's really cool. Yeah. I was having a hard time. That was one for sure I was going to guess. And whoever the hooded red guy is on the second shelf to the far right, I was going to guess were newer, along with others. But this is really fun. A cool way to show off the display, and I guess maybe the different variations of the costumes through the ages. Like, it looks like each line is like a different lineup.
Mm-hmm.
I just think, it's really cool. It's colorful and a lot of fun.
That's Steppenwolf, I think.
Yeah, on the far right, that's Steppenwolf. Yeah. All right, and there's mine, and then this is one of Jesse's
Not
picks.
My Steppenwolf. This is from Jeffrey Osmond. I'm just kidding. That's a much better Steppenwolf. Jeffrey Osmond with the Ringmaster. I just, seeing this naked snake show up is a little bit uncomfortable, but it's at the same time really cool to see the variety of poses and shots people are doing with it, whether he's in his full get up or if he's part swapped with other things. And I just thought this was cool. The surrounding he's in, it feels like a natural environment for a snake, and he's blending in. So you got that whole natural camouflage vibe going. I thought it was pretty fun.
Joe,
this is a repaint, right? Because
a little bit, because it's normally black. The Ringmaster, it looks like he maybe swapped out some Thraxian or just did a full repaint. I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah, but it's brown for sure.
Yeah, it's really cool. I've been trying to show off the unclothed Ringmaster on as many shows as I can. It's just a really impressive body altogether. Great look. This one's amazing. Like Jesse said, I really enjoy the camouflage appearance of him. So this is awesome.
Yeah, I've got one coming from Trevor. I'm excited to get it. I was a little irritated at first because I had predicted a all black snake for the reinforcements, and then we didn't get one. And then we got it with the gi on it. And I'm like, gosh, I was so fucking close. But it looks amazing without those soft goods. Not that there's anything wrong with those soft goods. I think they'll be great on a skeleton or something else, but he looks way better without those soft goods on. Just a cool looking figure. So I can't wait to get that one in hand. And this with the brown looks awesome. So good
I ordered 2 from Icon Heroes. That way I could display them both ways.
Nice. Next is one of my picks. Showing this one off the last couple weeks with Danae.Wong. Just doing some really cool stuff where he puts up these tutorials for painting, and it shows what it looked like before, what it looked like after, and he lists all the different paints that he used. And then he actually has a reel showing how he does the scaling on this, and it's really fucking impressive. It's some really great paint work. Obviously the before and after, you can tell it looks amazingly different, but to actually see him do each of the individual scales and stuff is just really, really cool. So I would encourage everybody not only to follow this one, but take a look at those reels, watch how he does it. It will improve your painting. I guarantee it. So Joe,
that's incredible. On a smooth surface, it actually looks like it has texture. I don't know if I could emulate this. I just don't have that level of talent. This is pretty amazing. So yeah, some of these miniature painters are just amazing.
I believe this one is a Joy Toy Warhammer.
Oh, really?
You see his hand there. It's 1/18 scale, so it's still a little bit smaller. But I believe this is through the is a Joy Toy one.
I'm pretty sure I could have a 1-to-1 scale and not be able to paint like so, yeah.
Jesse?
This is really cool. Yeah, especially after the one you showed last week or whenever that was, where the detail were added to like the belt and the different metal pieces to make them look like they were engraved or embossed or whatever. This is just really cool that someone's like upgrading such a flat. That's not to insult the toy, because I'm sure it's hitting what it's supposed to be, but like the way he's upgraded that look to where it looks like weathered and the detail on it.
It looks like the texture is there, like you could feel.
Yeah. I mean, it totally like elevates it to a whole nother level, and that's really impressive.
Yeah, Joy Toy Salamander. So, yep. All right, next one is one of Jesse's.
This is from our buddy Faisal, Faisal_Malabocus over on Instagram. You can see the name right there. This is a skeleton with the sun placed just perfect behind that jaw. I just thought that was really fun. Whether it's evoking that he's giving off some sort of magical power or just supposed to be the sun behind him, it's really fun. And I like, the up close shot feels like you were standing in front of, a full sized skeleton as the sunlight was coming through. I don't know, is that a vampire skeleton? So maybe he's getting destroyed. But yeah.
Oh, it could be. Joe?
Yeah, Faisal has a ton of these amazing atmospheric shots that he does. Love the outdoors ones. This is really creative. Has the pauldrons to give a little extra presence in the shot. Amazing. Loves it. Yeah, love it.
Yeah, I can't say anything you guys haven't already said. I mean, just the timing of the day to get that, right in that right spot, and the horizon, just the cool look of it, and having that, the darkness in the front, so you're getting all the shadow in the front of it, and then that just like peering through the mouth. It very, very cool shot. Next one is one of mine. This is Figs_Photos01. And this one hit me like this one was emotional to look at. I thought the new Spider-Man movie was a really great movie. And there's some feels in that. And this right here, all practical effects and stuff in this. And just the way that he got, the reflection and the mist on here and everything, like you just feel this photo. So great job, Joe.
Yeah, 100% agree. I mean, this is probably the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man after the ending of the second movie. That was my first thought, because it's just such an impact. The rain adds an aura of sadness around an already, emotional pose. So yeah, what a great way to bring feeling into a toy photograph. A lot of emotion in this.
Jesse?
Yeah, this is great. I know it's not the Tom Holland, but it made me think of that scene in Homecoming where he's like buried under all the rubble and he's trying to like hype himself up, and he's seeing the reflection with the mask in the water. So which obviously, or to me, is one of the most emotional parts in that movie. So I'm agreeing with the emotional resonance of this picture, even though it's not the same thing. It's conveying similar emotions, and considering it's just the subject of Spider-Man, there's not a whole lot of other stuff going on in the picture. I mean, the water and the rain. So yeah, this is very powerful.
I also think did I say Andrew Garfield? I might have said the wrong Spider-Man.
You said
Toby.
Toby.
Oh, okay, I meant Andrew Garfield.
Yeah,
I had a poo brain moment.
Here's one of Jesse's.
This is an older one from my buddy Brendan sent this to me, and I don't think I had seen it, but I was following this page, Sully's_toys. I just love that I don't know if they made their own custom Jim Henson or if that's like a real Jim Henson figure from some line, but I love that they've got him in there puppeteering Ernie, like, you know, below the eye line of where the camera would be filming. I just thought this was really fun and a really clever use of those figures, and you know, it just made me think of childhood.
Joe?
Yeah, that kind of like what I mentioned on that earlier photo. You know, I really enjoy seeing these more uplifting, fun photos. If that's a custom figure, they did an amazing job on it to make Jim Henson look like a puppet as well. Yeah, just a fantastic, fun photograph. Love it.
I'm glad that you said that he was puppeteering him, because that is not what I saw at first, and I thought there was some really freaky things going on here, but that makes a lot more sense. So now that I know that now, yes, this is a much more G-rated photo than I thought it was. So good job.
That is a very Curtis thing to say, Curtis.
Next, so this is another Warhammer one, and this is like shoulder armor plating off of like a big figure. It's a 1/18th scale, but it's like this big, massive figure. And this guy freehanded all of that artwork on this. And he's got several different, like, it's been taking him a while, so he like did it in several segments, and you can see him doing, like, he shows reels and stuff of him freehanding this stuff, and it is crazy the amount of detail that he gets in there. It's like he's painting a mural on this armor, and it's just like you know, you talk about stuff that I can't replicate, or we can't replicate. Like, this is one of those where I was watching him do this, and I'm like, holy shit, that is like next level good. So, Joe,
was your mission today to make me feel bad about my own customizing skills, Curtis?
No, I was just like,
so,
the same way as you, though. I was like, I can't do this.
No, not even close. Wow, if this was paint by numbers, I couldn't do this good of a job. That's freaking amazing. Yes.
Jesse?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what I can add to this. Like, I just think I want to see the whole thing when it's done. You know, I feel like it's like, obviously I don't know enough about Warhammer to get any of the name stuff right, but it feels like the character that would be wearing this armor is like the 70s, 80s, like travel rock van of the group. Like, and that's, I'm like not saying that to make fun of it. I'm not saying that
like a big mech, but yeah,
you know, like, yeah, this is crazy. You know, it's like, you know, the old decals or, you know, the paint they would put on the bombers and stuff from World War II. Feels like that, but like someone had a really slow weekend in world and or, you know, month or whatever. This is amazing.
And the name on this account is Dr. Freehand, which is just absolutely perfect. Like, if I had this kind of skill, that's exactly what I'd be like, I'm Dr. Freehand. So great name, great work. Next one's one of Jesse's.
Surprise, surprise, it's a dinosaur from photographic_nerd32. Not surprise, it's a dinosaur from them, but it's a dinosaur pick that I picked. This looks like something straight out of like a National Geographic or some sort of like wildlife nature magazine. Just the scale of the dinosaur in the water, the little blur with the water, you know, on the bottom half, and then the rocks and the stuff behind it is just, I don't know, this literally made me catch my breath. So really cool.
Joe?
The first thing that popped into my head was like me down at the river, you know, like washing my hands on the bank and look up and go, oh, you know, because there's a freaking dinosaur in the water. Beautiful photo. I love how still the water is, catching the reflection. Yeah, just a super well done, very talented photograph.
It feels like we're getting more of this, like, I mean, we've had a lot of outdoor photography over the last few years, but it feels like we're getting a lot more in water toy photography lately. And it's just really cool, especially with like these dinosaurs. You know, it helps to hide all the articulation points in the legs and everything to where this looks like it's a Jurassic Park movie or something. Like it looks like it's, you would see this in a trailer. So very cool stuff. Great job. Next is from our good friend Nate Strong at Corona4. Saw this one this week, and I just thought this was really fun. The way that he's got, the Nosferatu blurred out in the background, and you've got that. I don't know. I don't know what this figure is in the front. I'm assuming some sort of like Mezco or something like that.
It is a Mezco.
And then he's got that cross with the blade on it, like and he's burning a rat. I don't know what the hell he's doing, but this thing is just really cool. I think the lighting's awesome. It's just a really neat setup. So, Joe?
Yeah, I mean, it's Nate. He kills it on every photo, of course. This is a really fun, like it's obviously a vampire hunter, but the mask looks mean. So he's like, I guess, tormenting Nosferatu, like burning his pet rat. And the way that the blur is on Nosferatu's face, he almost looks concerned.
Yeah,
no,
he looks upset.
Friend, so just super awesome. Love it.
Jesse?
Nosferatu had finally gotten an in-house chef to cook for him, and Rip Remy, I think was his name, right? The mouse from Ratatouille. No, this is really cool. The warmth and the heat of the lighting on the Mezco figure up front, and then the cool dark in the background. Like you can almost see like that lantern, the brazier or whatever, like firing up in a movie, and just like kind of like the light just being so bright. This is really cool. Nate always killing it.
And the last one is this one from Jesse.
What do you mean kind of?
We'll see.
This is cap_wolf_photos. I did double check. This is a practical shot that I believe was actual fire. I don't remember what the dragon head is or what that was from, but I was blown away by this shot. You got the dead skeletons, dead again skeletons on the floor, and then this Templar, which I know Curtis loves and a lot of people love, just facing down this dragon. Like this is probably one of the most like heroic, badass, like let's do this kind of shots I think I've ever seen. Kudos.
Joe?
My take is a little different because of where the Templar is holding his shield. It looks like to me that he's dropping his arm and making that kind of sound that I made earlier, that he is not enthused to be facing that dragon. But the composition is incredible. Love the fire. It's so bright that it really, defines that dragon as being something powerful. Love it.
Yeah, I love how they use the columns to kind of really set this like narrow focus to where you're looking down this like aisle. And then you've got that dragon head right at the middle and all the lighting around it to where, I don't know if there's anything besides a head there. Like as far as the photo, I don't know if there's actually a body or whatever, but it doesn't really matter because the way the lighting is, it's like all you're really seeing is that head, and it looks super cool. So, we do have one bonus shelf selection from one of our guests. So one of our guests had asked me if they could submit a photo for shelf selections, which, we never turn that down. So bringing that person on, it is the one, the only, the Lord, the Alpha, Stephen Bisciotti. Welcome, Stephen.
How you doing, everybody?
We are doing fantastic. Are you ready for your shelf selection?
Yeah. This one, it's poignant. It's a little bit of an oldie but goodie. Everybody will probably see it and go, "Oh yeah, this is fantastic!" And it's done by the magnificent Trevor Williams, who always does awesome shots. We all know that, but I just think there's a lot here in this picture because it basically shows that Trevor, he put a lot of time and effort into this because these figures, this particular 2-pack, is so good. there's this wasn't just thrown together in a week. You can tell he had to really put effort in. I don't see him really giving this much love and attention to any of the other 2-packs. So I just thought it was great, and I love the photo, and it just basically proves that even the people that are probably going to be coming after which is the best here agree that Furious 4 is the best 2-pack.
Well, we've got somebody on that wants to talk about this. It is Trevor 16 Shooter 12. Trevor,
yeah, this is a great shot. Unfortunately, this is not a shot of a 2-pack. This is 2-packs here, so this doesn't even count as being an argument for the 2-pack because you couldn't make this.
Oh no, this was just a shelf selection. We're not even into the 2-packs yet. It's just so
well.
Totally
I think a little bit of pre-game was happening there with the Lord, so I wanted to kind of just even out the playing field before we even get into it.
Just moved by your
advantage there. Yeah.
I'm just moved by your talent, Trevor.
Well, I appreciate that. Sure.
It is a great shot. In fact, I've got that same shot right up there on the wall. So there you go.
I have that one too, but it's not in camera distance. So,
well, we have a couple other folks coming on. So, as we said, we're going to talk about the greatest 2-packs in Mythos. Joe is going to be representing the Exiles Under the Mountain. We've got Lord Steven representing, of course, the Furious 4. Trevor is defending the fake hammer wielding Attila and Gorgo. Then we've got from the Gaspar Garwich 2-pack, we've got Chris here. Welcome, Chris. D13.
Chris.
Yes.
Trevor, you got the wrong hat on. I just want to let you know.
No, I got the right hat.
He's got the right shirt on.
And then representing the newest 2-pack in Mythos with all of the goblin parts that you can see on my latest Exploded Figure review, one of the goblins himself, we got Mock in the house. Welcome.
What's up, guys?
What's going on?
Not much. It's a 4-pack, though. It's a 4-pack. It kind of will have its own debate up against the Furious 4, I guess.
Gotcha. So I was doing the Exploded Figure review on the goblins, which is just absolutely loaded, by the way. I barely fit all the parts into one photo. It was pretty impressive. And I got to thinking, what is the best 2-pack in Mythos? Because there's some really good ones. And so I put up a poll in the Cabal, which has been up there for a few days now. And we're going to talk about the results of that poll, but then I want to talk to you guys and get your take on what you think the best 2-pack is. And then ultimately, Jesse and I are going to make the final decision, and that is it. After Jesse and I make our decision, that is the winner, and there's no debating it. Right now, in the poll, in the Cabal, the number one vote getter is the Dwarf 2-pack Exiles Under the Mountain. That is followed shortly behind, no pun intended, by the Malignancy of Gob Hollow. Then way behind that is the Furious 4. And then a little bit behind that, you've got Gorgo Attila. And then what appears to be with maybe 2 votes, you've got the Gaspar Garwich 2-pack.
I think we know where those 2 votes came from.
I didn't vote.
No, you did not. Eric Vanderhagen and Brandon Cotton voted for the Gaspar Garwich 2-pack.
we just doxing people here on the show?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, we're calling them out.
Those are Chris's troll accounts.
Let me just say, those 2 people are going to get something special. They're going to get
Sound like fake
special
names to me.
mail.
For the record, I'm going to throw this out here in advance, Curtis. I would have voted for the Garwich Gaspar 2-pack if it was specifically character-based 2-packs.
Okay. I'm not sure what that means. Can you explain that one?
Well, the dwarf pack and the goblin pack are
characters?
not. I mean, they have names on the back, but it's meant to be mix and match characters.
Gotcha.
It's not like a character, because it's
Named
Exiles
characters.
or the Malignancy of Gob Hollow, which Malignancy is just one of the coolest names in the community, if I may say so myself.
See, that's what I love about the 2-packs is the option to mix and match all the parts and make the figures the way that you want to. It to me, like if I was, much like when I first got in the line, a certain awesome individual in the community gave me my first figure. That was a one Lord Stephen Busciotti. And if I was to do that to somebody, I was to give somebody their first figure, I think a 2-pack would be an excellent way to get somebody into the line because there's so many different options. It's like handing them a box of fun right off the bat, with all the different options that are in there. So before we get into debating who's better, what's going on, what do you guys think of 2-packs as a whole? I'll just kind of open this up.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace.
How about 2-pack of action figures from Four Horsemen?
We haven't gotten into that infinite line yet. Sorry.
I'm a little scared that Chris and I are on similar wavelengths.
Well, for me, I think variety. That's one of the things that makes this line really special is the popping and swapping, and you can build the characters that are intended, because I'll do that when I get my first versions of each of the 2-packs. I get on the Four Horsemen website and look up Trevor's photos and I build those characters. If there's a lot of parts, I love seeing the creativity of the pop and swappers like Bill Dorklayer, post these awesome pop and swaps, and a lot of other people in the Cabal. Correct. And that you can just play with your toys and come up with these awesome combinations, of things that, standard figures are awesome. I love them, but I won't spend as much time messing with a standard figure that just comes with a few extra hands as much as I will with a 2-pack that has a ton of variety in it that you can really let your imagination go wild and just build a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, I'll just show an example here. When my game figures came in, you had all of the deluxe, like the orcs and elves and stuff, and the Attila Gorgo, and I put this guy together, and he's been on my shelf ever since. It's just you just get to play and have some fun. So, when the Furious 4 one came out, sometimes you mix it with the other parts that you already have in your bins too, because there was a Lord Busciotti figure in there, but he didn't have his guns out, and it's how can he not have guns out? You got to give him bare arms. So I had to steal some of those from a Fury Clan orc, because that's just not right. So
I think it depends too, when you're looking at the 2-pack and seeing what's new, what is something that I don't already have on my shelf. Kind of like and I'm not tooting my own horn, but the Goblin 2-pack has bare arms and bare legs, which is something that we don't have in the community. So that's a go-getter for anyone who hasn't gotten it yet. Get out there and grab it, because those bare arms and legs literally just change the profile of you can look at any of the current goblins. Put the bare arms and legs on it, and it literally changes that whole profile of that figure, and it's pretty cool.
Well, and I was talking about it in the review that I did, because I had reached out to Jeremy, because there's the one set of bare arms in there that's a 1.0 set of arms, but then it goes down into a 2.0 bracer. And I was like, what the hell is going on here? I'm like, did you guys do a new elbow piece for this that plugs into 1.0? And he said, well, when we did the Poxus figure, he said they were supposed to make that 1.0 peg going into the bracer, but they accidentally made it a 2.0 peg, which I guess I never picked up on. He goes, so with this Malignancy one, we took that piece that we already have and we said, hey, let's go ahead and put it on this. That way you can now add the 2.0 bracers to a 1.0 arm figure, which is just kind of cool. So now you've got a 1.0 figure in there, you got a 2.0, but it created even more mixing and matching options within that. Chris.
Yeah, I did that on purpose. You're welcome.
Yeah. I kind of figured when he said it was a mistake that it really was you did that on purpose.
There are no mistakes. There's only purposeful accidents. Do it for your pleasure.
They're only mistakes because someone missed taking responsibility for it.
There you go.
Anything.
Until now.
I take responsibility for Joe not catching it.
Other thoughts on 2-packs as a whole. We'll go to Trevor next.
Yeah, I love a 2-pack. I mean, again, I love the variety. I love not being, I mean, you've always got options with even the single figures at this point. There's so many parts that they come with that you're not kind of usually, an extra head or a helmeted head or something like that. But you've got so many options with these, swapping out legs, everything, and it's fun. It's fun to open them up and just make your own figure right off the bat. Sometimes I'll do what Joe said, is like go and just make the the two standard ones that they showed. We took the pictures, but more often than not, I'll try to make something my own, and maybe even pull something from an older figure or something like that to pop into there, to use the extra parts, that night set, not that that's a 2-pack, but something like that, or the goblins for that matter. You know what I mean? Using the extra parts on another, it's great. It's a lot of fun.
That is cool when you make your characters the way you want to make them, and then you've got all this extra. It's like, okay, now I can use that for all these other things too, right?
Yeah.
So
yep.
Lord Stephen Bishotti, you guys have one of the most famous 2-packs that were ever revealed. What do you think of 2-packs?
I love 2-packs. Even outside of Mythic Legions. I mean, when Classified does a 2-pack of Joes with, I don't know, Red Dog and Taurus, or something like that just came out, or the Cobra Lie. It just brings me back to the whole when I was a kid and you walk into the store and you see like a 3-pack of like the Cobra Lie characters or something like that, only to be outdone by a horse with a rider. Because that screams back to me the He-Man and Battle Cat 2-pack. So yeah, they're fun just as they are, but with Mythic Legions, it's a whole new ball game because of the part swappability and everything else. So, a Mythic Legions 2-pack, I mean, they're just always going to be fun, I think.
Chris, from your side of things, obviously doing them as a 2-pack rather than individual figures creates different packaging options and trying to fit it all in there, and Jeremy adding stuff until you tell him he has to stop. What are your thoughts on 2-packs?
Yeah, they're fun until I have to deal with them. I hate 2-packs. They all suck.
That's it. That's all you get from
All right, there you go.
Chris, I'm going to be like the dad that ruins Christmas for yelling at mom in this episode.
I mean, look, let's put it this way, right?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I mean, I do love my job, but my job really is to say no to everything. And I hate it, but I do get a sick pleasure from it. So yes, I will get whatever. It's always different, but I'll see like what is intended to be in a 2-pack. Then after about 5 minutes of screaming, I'll look at it again and I'll say, okay, well, this won't fit. This won't fit. Take this out. You're crazy. Why are we putting so many parts? What cost were you looking for again?
Please.
Yeah. I say, give me back. These would be good for single figures minus 10 more parts. And so once it's a mix of cost, packaging, layout, and those are really the main things, because obviously we need to hit a certain cost, but for the packaging, then it's like, okay, well, is what kind of what style we're going to do, like if it's going to be a double wide, or is it like how if it's one figure but a lot of stuff, it's technically almost 2 figures, there's different things. And then on top of that, when I'm doing the packaging, I want it to look nice visually as well. So every single packaging that you've seen, there's always been thought that went into it to make sure things are positioned well, and so it looks good, and you kind of see the good parts, and the rest is kind of just hidden, like hands and stuff, But I do like the 2-packs because yes, it does. You do get a good amount of items for more than 2 figures. I mean, you can build 2 figures, but you can build 2 versions of each figure. And then the rest of the stuff goes into a baggie and goes in a drawer. Go to hell, Trevor. He better be changing his hat. That's all I can say. And honestly, in terms of the voting, if I don't see a swift change of votes or a jump in the Gorich Gaspar 2-pack, there will not be any more 2-packs in the near future. Just saying.
Oh, all right. Well, I didn't realize we were going to be resorting to threats, but that works.
No, it's not threats, promise.
Jesse,
singles.
I need more 2-packs coming out anytime soon, right? The Goblin 2-pack is the last one, right?
the last one that's been revealed, yeah.
I mean, it's the last one that you've seen.
Well, right. Yes.
I would love an imp scale 2-pack. Just throwing that out.
So would I. Oh, I love that.
Jesse, 2-pack thoughts.
Well, what about Mock?
Well, he can talk more, but he did throw out his thoughts on it. But yeah, you have anything else, Mark?
No, I mean, I think it's good for the community. It's good for the fans. Good for customizers. I think someone earlier was saying how it's good. Curtis was saying how it's good for like a new person to the community. Mm-hmm. You get a 2-for-1 deal. You can pop and swap. There's a lot of variety there. Kind of makes you then want to buy more because you're like, all right, well, this figure, this 2-pack doesn't have this part, but and building your collection out that way. I just think as the line continues to evolve, there's always opportunities for Chris to add more to those packages. I think bigger boxes would be a better idea. Yeah, I mean, like a big, like the bear size box with a 2-pack in there with like 110 parts. I think that's a great idea for the next 2-pack.
All right, Jesse.
I think 2-packs are fantastic. Obviously I'm not the one there in the studio or several that have to work on figuring out how to lay the boxes and all that stuff out. But, knowing how long it takes to open them up and take all the parts out, I imagine figuring out the Tetris to put that together is a lot more crazy on their end. But yeah, the variety, and I think each 2-pack that comes out just gives us as the collectors and the consumers on the end more and more bang for your buck. Like the first one revealed was the Gorgo and Attila 2-pack, which was some upgraded parts, and then you got to the Furious 4 where you could make 4 distinct characters out of it. And then, as they progressed, you just get more and more options. And especially if you count like the Legions kind of exclusive parts and the Garch and Gaspar 2-pack with the dwarf legs and stuff was really cool. And now with the Exiles and the Malignancy packs, there's just so many things that are just coming in there. They just keep giving us more and more stuff. So, So, folks, go vote for the Garch and Gaspar 2-pack so we can get more of them. Maybe not in the immediate future, but down the road that they won't kill them off completely.
Solid advice.
Technically, isn't the Furious 4 a Furious 5? Because isn't it the old man Kyle head in there too?
No, you're thinking of Cody Cat.
Cody Cat.
Cody Cat.
Yep.
Cody Cat's it.
But it is the only one that we've seen 5 different builds for out of a 2-pack. So,
didn't the Gaspar Garch have?
Well, it had some different ones that Trevor did. Yeah.
Who said that? Who said that?
That was Jesse.
All right, you're on the list.
Cody Cat has
making an argument.
Cody Cat has a bio in the book. It's a legitimate character.
Mm.
There's the helmet. There's the Gorgo helmet. There's the Orc helmet. There's the cat head. There's the half orc head. And then the dwarf head. Yeah.
But did they show them all as individual builds? That's the question.
They're not legitimate.
Yeah. And Steven's saying that if they don't have names and bios there, but I don't know that I agree with that.
I mean, honestly, I do agree with the fact that if there's a name and they're very specific, Gorich and the other guy, it is
whoever that is.
It is a true 2-pack. The only 2-pack that really matters, because I don't think any of the others really had real names. It was all just make believe, pretend stuff. The
you don't really know who they are. So there's legitimacy in the naming, and there's only one true.
Well, obviously, Attila and Gorgo have names.
Yeah, but they're not real people.
Sorry?
I mean, they got names. The Furious Four definitely have bios in there.
But the names are kind of silly. And
Lord Bushati is
I
like
don't-
my fake name.
I don't know who that is. I know Steve said he.
The Goblin one, we actually saw the 4 builds with the names attached to them, so we know what build is what person. And then the dwarf one, we didn't see the individual builds, like which one represents which, but it is in the bio. It does mention the names in there. So I don't know. I think all are legitimate. It's just a matter of which one's best. Yeah, go ahead.
I can't read.
Yeah, I've had a trouble till just recently. So
yeah. If I can't read it, then it doesn't count. So I mean,
and as soon as I
can't read it the same as don't read it.
Yeah,
I mean it's uncommon if you ask me. I don't know.
Yeah, uncombed one.
Before we progress, I want to throw this up here, Curtis. If you can pull up a wheel.
Oh, sure.
With a hashtag.
Chris was right. Chris was right.
No, let's just make it. Let's just make the hashtag 2-pack. However you want to spell it.
Okay.
Hashtag Chris hates parts.
Hashtag
no. Hashtag Chris hates George.
Wait to start putting it in there, folks, and preferably someone who doesn't already have like 18 of these or 5 of these. Hopefully someone who, or if you win it and you can give it to someone. Start entering hashtag 2-pack spelled out, and you'll get a Malignancy of Gob Hollow 2-pack. Not because it's the best at the moment. That's still to be determined.
It might be the best. We don't know
yet. It
yet.
might be, but it's what I have in hand to give away.
There you go.
What he doesn't have in hand is the Gorge Gaspar 2-pack because it was just too popular that there's none left.
Well, because I used all mine for characters and customs.
Gotcha.
And that also.
It's probably the one I bought the most of.
I will work on a banner for that right now. Jesse, carry on the conversation while I work on a banner.
Okay, so I don't know how Curtis wanted to set up the debate of this. So do we just do round robin and let each person throw their comments to why their 2-pack of choice is to be the champion?
I want to hold off for just a minute on that because we've got one more guest joining us. And so before they do, I did want to bring up one other thing that I wanted to share tonight and kind of talk about. And that is, you may have seen this posted in the Cabal. This is a new set that is being worked on by a few different artists. Gianluca is the one that sculpted these. They are being printed by Josh Brown Customs, and they are going to be painted by the Legion Forge, which is Jared Tanner. And this is a Recon Rage set from our good buddy Blake, aka Recon Rage. They kind of talked together at CarverCon, and they had talked about maybe doing something. And so they took his logo, which you can see there at the bottom, and turned this into a head sculpt. So it, where it's got the wings attached to the skull, and you can put the blade through it. I got another picture here, so you can see it comes with 2 different attachments for the top of the head, as well as a blade that goes through that skull. And this will be available painted from Jared Tanner's booth, and then it'll be available unpainted from Josh Brown's booth. And I just thought this was pretty cool. I wanted to bring this up and show it. So. Any thoughts on this set?
It's not a 2-pack.
It's not a 2-pack.
I just love good collaboration with the community. Nothing's cooler than you go to a con, you strike up a conversation with someone, and next thing you know, you're working on a project together. I mean, it's kind of how Borderland Horde and I got together. It's been fun. It's always good to some ideas I come up with. Other than my brother, who is oddly not here representing the dwarves. I don't know how Joe got roped into representing the dwarves. It's almost like they didn't even care about this for anyone voting and caring.
That's why he's the bad house heel.
Yeah. But no, good collaboration is always good for the community. It makes it better. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Jared and Josh and Blake were all at CarverCon and kind of talked through this, and then yeah, here we are a month and a half later, and it's a reality. So very cool, like Mark said, that when folks get together and kind of make something happen from nothing. Yeah, pretty awesome. What is this? Sorry, that's something else. Any other thoughts on this one? I'm sorry, before we move on.
Just that I want
really cool.
Yeah.
Definitely got to pick up.
Blake is a great dude, and all of them are very talented. And this is an amazing piece. I'm thinking I don't even have to put it on a figure. I just want to display it on a stand.
Yeah,
to have.
It looks like one of those that's going to be really fun to paint too. Like it doesn't have. Like it's a skull, so you don't have to paint eyeballs, right? You don't have any kind of like really difficult things on here. This just looks like, slapping a base coat down, maybe some dry brushing. It looks pretty easy. So I would say just about anybody could do this. So, or get the one that Jared paints, because he uses that lacquer paint, which like is crazy difficult to work with, but he does it awesomely. But do have a little bit of a surprise for you guys. Joe was initially coming on to defend the dwarf 2-pack.
Oh God.
But Joe is actually part of the panel of judges now with Jesse and I, because we do have another individual that knows a thing or two about dwarves, and that is one Anthony Houseal in the house.
Hello, everyone.
Couldn't let me get my own freaking thunder.
So I apologize for my delay. I've actually been with my legal counsel all day, Mr. Hedgehog Action, attorney at law, and I actually have 2 motions to file upon this survey that we have going on. We have 2 disqualifications that we need to discuss.
Oh, have at it.
So I looked in the rules, and under subsection 6, subsection 7, that if a 2-pack is released and then comes out later sold individually, it negates the 2-packs in place.
Wow.
So, and then it's up to the panel to decide. Trevor, Mark, would you agree that these things should be disqualified since they were put out there? I mean, the Gorgo and Attila 2-pack is quite phenomenal, and the Goblin set is pretty good too. But they were sold on their own; they didn't have to try to sell them as 2-packs and then turn around and sell them individually.
Yeah, Gorgo and Attila were originally a 1-pack and then became a 2-pack.
Correction. Those were version 1s. These are brand new figures.
This is the only way
they
these
were only sold as that 2-pack with that design of the figures.
No, there's an addendum in section B that says if the individuals are in a different format than said 2-pack, that does not negate the validity of the 2-pack.
I don't know. We'll have to see what the panel thinks.
You can't go by a cat head for that, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
No, what I'm saying is the 2-pack. The 2-pack is Lord Brashadi and the Pete stupid one, and the individuals were the Travis stupid one and the Jeremy stupid one.
Oh,
so you're saying those are still 2-packs?
Those are 2-packs and then to be sold as individuals. So
the
then
2-pack, the 2-pack was in a different configuration.
Joe has his hand up.
Yeah, got
Joe.
one body in those.
So I now that I've been removed from my position, I had to come up with a great intro statement that I don't want to be wasted. So now that the mudslinging is in full effect, I was going to say that they might live under the mountain, but they're going to take the high ground on this one and let the figures speak for themselves.
Well,
but that's all out the window
That's
now.
an interesting thing, because I'd like to air a grievance that we actually have a participant from living under the mountain on the judging panel. I think that right there is a conflict of interest.
Just because his street address is actually under a mountain does not negate his ability to be on this panel.
Yeah,
I'd
he's
like to know.
7.
I'd like to know how much of the super chat used money that Curtis has contributed to the Furious 4 has been used for Steven's research and development on this this current discussion.
It's a good question.
Our financial records are public knowledge.
Yes, they take your money, you get nothing for it. That's the public.
I'm surprised that they ever found a way to get the money, because
Nobody
that was
forced
that was the big thing for a while, is that they couldn't figure out how to access it. But we are going to start. We're going to go in chronological order on when these things were revealed, and that means that Trevor gets to go first. But Jesse has a hand up. Yes, Jesse. First.
I'm just going to put this to rest as the originator of the channel and the person who made the graphic. The 5 2-packs stand as 2-packs.
They're all valid.
This episode, for the purpose of this episode, we can debate it elsewhere, otherwise. But for tonight,
All right, Trevor. So chronologically, as revealed, the Attila Gorgo is the first of the Mythos 2-packs. So why is that one the best one?
Right, and as such, it broke ground. I'm obviously have a bit of a hill to climb here, because it's the oldest one. It's 2 named characters. It wasn't really meant to be something that had multiple pop and swap abilities. However, I will make the argument that it does between the 2 characters. But yeah, it was the first. It walked so the rest of the 2-packs could run. It broke new ground in a lot of ways. First of all, 2 huge characters. When you guys, I mean, even in the lore that we know now, but when the lore book comes out, 2 big characters.
With huge upgrades.
Huge upgrades. Yeah, let's take a look. I'm going to take a look at Gorgo first here. I don't know if this is...
you have 45 seconds to defend your...
I have a time limit? I'm sorry. I wasn't given the time limit. Is that what we're doing?
Making it up. Curtis is throwing stuff in. I'm throwing stuff in.
Oh, okay. All right. Threw me off there, Jesse. Yeah, I mean, here's Gorgo 1. I mean, a very early figure with the, good figure. Yeah, nice. I mean, nice glossy colors.
That's version 2, isn't it?
No, that's version 1.
Oh, I can barely tell the difference.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there's a huge difference in terms of color, gold, new parts with these shoulder pauldrons, the new collar, I think that's a new collar, new
wired
body, wired cape. One of the first, I think maybe the first wired cape. We had some wired soft goods in the Alithia, but that was the first of the C. Jessam designs, I believe, was in Alithia. So this is a beautiful C. Jessam design going over the shoulders here and underneath the pauldrons. Really, this is a beautiful figure. Yes, visually, if you look quickly, it's Gorgo. It's his look. You can't change that too much, but it is a beautiful upgrade. Plus, the only way you can get this version of the Aethon blade, is this or the original weapons pack. That's it, because Arathir himself comes with a different version.
And what about that shield?
Also,
yeah,
that's what I was bringing up next. Also, the first appearance of the dimensional faction shields for both of the figures, which have become a staple for a lot of the lead characters, or even some supporting characters like the Xylernian Guard, to get these, and these are really cool. I think by the time all of these come out, they're going to be, something that people want to display, and there are already people displaying them, but this is excellent, beautiful, fantastic. Yes.
Question, Trevor. Now that is the Legion of Arathir shield, which the Furious 4 are in the Legion of Arathir, which means they report to Gorgo. Is that correct?
True. Yes, okay. Everybody kind of reports to Gorgo. Yes, until Arathir comes back, Gorgo is the man.
I'm gonna have to call point of order as the judges. Joe, Curtis, and I cannot add additional cool facts to.
I'm just asking a question. I just was confirming that I know what I'm.
He just wants to vote for. Curtis just wants to vote for this pack now because there's more textures for him to run his lips over on this set.
All right. So Gorgo is middle management, right?
Gorgo is upper management.
Upper
I mean, you
middle.
know, he was actually in charge of everything until he
Assistant
made
two.
the maybe mistake of bringing back
If
his
Gorgo was at a construction site, he would be the one flicking a cigarette at the Furious Four in the hole working on a project. Right?
Correct.
Okay,
Right.
just
And they
making
would
sure I got
be-
that in my notes.
They themselves would be in the hole, right? He would be the guy standing outside the hole, telling them what
Barking
to do
orders.
in
Gotcha.
the hole. Right.
Gotcha.
Exactly.
Just wanted to make sure we're good on
Exactly.
that. Thanks.
Yep.
What
Here
you're saying
is
is you want to be in the hole?
Sure.
I mean, some guys, that's their thing.
There
know?
you go.
all right. Can I continue? The first
Have had it.
Attila Leaseir. Again, early on, nice figure, original helmet. Nobody else has this helmet. Early on in the
Is that one of those
in
capes with the
line.
hole punches in the back?
It is the hole punch cape that is, put it in your own way. You can stick it in the armpits. You can stick it in the behind the thing. You could bunch it up, whatever you want to do. A little bit of a pain, it works, but it's,
I don't think we need to rag on another figure to elevate your figure.
No. But this is an upgrade. It's part of the 2-pack, Steven. That's the attributes of the 2-pack is it's an
Yeah,
upgrade.
the other one you just showed wasn't, so that was a waste.
Trevor, where's
This
his
is an
hammer
up-
at?
Hang on a second. I'm getting to it.
Because I can never get my hammer on without falling off or dropping or doing something crazy because
Exactly.
it never freaking works.
Well, then
You
okay,
did just
then
what I did. You put him on a horse because he can't stand up on his own with his hammer.
He can
That's the
stand
same
up
way
on
I've
his
got
own
him
with his hammer.
displayed. And that's the same way everybody has them displayed.
He can stand
looks
up
cool
with
on a
his
horse.
hammer.
If any with those massive shields and weapons, the only thing it proved is that those
It's a
guys
big
are too
hammer.
weak to
I'll give
stand
him
up with
that.
their weapons.
There's his hammer. Okay.
Wow.
So, massive upgrade here. Beautiful gold paint. I mean, if you look at the other one, very dull gold. A lot of the early gold was kind of a dull paint. The early one came with the fake hammer, which is, when you read the lore, it's a fake hammer. He didn't lose the hammer. I don't care. I don't care if you don't like Attila, whatever. It's fine. This is the hammer of Leodicius. This is the actual hammer. This is the first time we had this. First time we saw this. We're also getting it with Leodicius in a bigger form because it can change shape based on who's holding it.
Is that part of the lore that it can change shape?
I think so.
Okay.
I mean, it's bigger.
And
It's a
anything
ring.
else
It's a
change
ring.
shape depending on who's holding it.
Yeah.
Well, you'll have to
I don't
ask.
understand
You'll
that
have to ask
reference.
Elias here.
Put it on the goblin. It didn't change shape. It just fell over every time I put it in the goblin's hand.
Well, the goblins are weak. They can't hold anything. So
You put a level 10 weapon in a level 1 character. That's why it fell over.
Exactly. It's a god level weapon. It's yeah.
Yeah.
This cape is gorgeous. I think I like this one. It's similar design to the Gorgo cape, but I just love the way it comes over the pauldrons and hooks into this. Kind of a unique design. But he's a fantastic figure. Again, this is meant to be 2 named characters, but in addition to, and not a pack that you can make a lot of things. But if you look at the 2 of them, blacks, reds, great colors for mixing and matching with other things.
Both
and
have
the
golds.
golds match.
Yeah.
Both have golds. The golds match. The reds match. You could easily mix and match these things between each other, and they're going to look great. I mean, you can look at the the red and the gold and the horse. Yeah, that doesn't come with it, but they're going to look great swapped.
Plastic.
And now we
Platorium
find out that
adds-
Gorgo is
I'm wrapping up.
Attila and Atlas's dad later down the road. It's going to make that pack even more.
That
There you
could
go.
happen. That could happen.
Plastic Platorium says that they are also the first
Get
pack
to
with
it.
faceplates.
Getting to it.
So,
Getting to it. Yep. Here's the Leodicius shield. And yeah, this is the first time that we got faceplates. Expressions, which you don't get a lot of those until recently. I don't think anybody had an unhelmeted and helmeted head except for maybe the hooded characters that came with hair. Some of the elves that were hooded, you got a second head that came with hair. Not a different expression, same face. Expressions, face plates, which broke ground for what we have now with the knights, and just a great looking set. Yeah,
and it set the stage for an awesome video game.
Yeah.
yeah. I
David
mean,
Curtis, you
there's
took
that.
my thunder. I wanted that one.
But you can't hold the video game against the 2-pack. The 2-pack got here, 2-pack came out, Video game had nothing to do with that. That was a way to fund the
That
video
had
game,
nothing to do
and
with
it
the
did
video
well enough to fund the video game and pave the way for all the other 2-packs that are going to be talked about tonight. So it's a leader,
and the
it's a
lessons learned
groundbreaker.
from that led into the new RPG, where now they're doing it bigger and better than ever.
This is
so.
sure.
Um,
you can give
And
that to
that did get me a 2-pack that was signed by the Four Horsemen.
That's true.
So,
That's true.
I was looking at
There you
that
go.
earlier.
Yeah.
Pretty
Some of the early ones were signed. Yep. If you didn't have the opportunity to get them signed.
Next, chronologically revealed was the Furious 4, and I believe we've got some visual aids that Steven sent me to pull up. So here we go.
Just
I
to set
count
the
5
stage.
figures. That's
Just
5
to-
figures.
Just to set the stage on, the shelf presence of this set. And you can make any of these characters individually with the 2-pack. You may not be able to have them on a shelf at the same time, but they're all there. It's all possible. So, this is a great shot.
Except for the
This
naked
is,
Oh,
basically,
Jesus.
this is reminiscent of, because these are based on me and my
This
friends.
is a family show. I don't know what this posing is.
They're just kneeling waiting for instruction, is all.
Is this what happens each Sunday before the show?
Not just
Yeah,
at
in Steve's
Sundays.
dreams.
Not just on Sundays. It's pretty much the going way of things. But this is toys, not based completely on real life. This is after one of my victories. Everybody
Are they holding you there?
Yeah, they're holding me up like their hero. Like when someone wins, runs a touchdown or something. Wins the game or the battle.
Darla was tickled by that, just so you know.
So
Looks like you're drinking a potion of some high testosterone formula something, right?
that's probably it. That's
It
probably
looks.
it.
I would imagine it's some house seal wine in there, is what I would guess. So,
Could be.
and then somebody had a little too much of that house seal wine.
Well, this is what happens when they're waiting for me to come out and tell them what to do. They don't know what to do, so
Are you just on the other side off camera behind that dog? Is that where you're?
I haven't come out the door yet.
He was looking for the peanut butter.
So Steven, defend the Furious 4 2-pack.
I don't really think I have to say a damn word, but I will. I mean, come on. First off, it's based on us. My wife's going to kill me. The OGs, the first ones to get on here and do any kind of Mythic Legions entertainment, the trendsetters, the basically all of you people out there exist as fans because of us. I mean, maybe the Four Horsemen, but secondly, us. All right. So if there was ever a 2-pack or a group that was more deserving to be made, this is it. This is it. I mean, and then this is your first chance to get Fury stuff. Everybody loved the Fury stuff. This was your first
red and
chance
black
to
are
get
cool colors.
Red and black are amazing colors. And we don't need any gold, all right? Red and black's enough for the Furious 4 because we're badass, all right?
Okay.
This is at a time when Mythic Legions was just starting to add a lot of stuff to the parts library. So a lot of these Lord Bishatti's torso and that more like samurai kind of looking stuff, and those patterns were coming out. The boots that were coming out, the knee-high shin guards and all of that. It was a very big influx of new parts that were included with this that people could get their hands on.
It was hard to get the cloth arms and legs at that point, which come with that. So
yeah, exactly. So it was a trendsetter that way, and it's just completely swappable, and I don't really think that I even have to defend it. I mean, look at the competition. You got Goblin 2-pack, which, I mean, really, after the Dwarf 2-pack was a letdown. I'm sorry, Mark. I know it's cool, but I mean, except for the bare arms, we just got a bunch of rehash of a bunch of other parts we've already got. It's really not that big a deal.
And that new pig orc head.
Yeah, the pig orc is cool, but I mean, really. Attila, okay, so whoa, we got a little bit of upgrades to characters we already had, and you got those stupid hooks on them. You can't ever put their capes on; they don't stay. The hooks aren't very resilient, and they bend all the time, and they're hard to put on. So
You got soft goods on that set there, Steve? You got soft goods?
this is before we needed soft goods because things were so badass.
you have a cape.
We were just
There
like,
is a
we don't
cape.
need it.
Yeah, he's got the
There's
whole
a cape.
bunch cape.
Is it a wired cape?
No, it isn't wired, but it's soiled.
There's a plus right
I don't
there.
know that that's a selling point.
It looks like it's dragged. It looks like it's been dragged through the dirt in battles, you know. And then the dwarf pack. The dwarf pack is amazing. It's such an influx of new parts and new cool things, but it's got a girl in it, and we don't really even need that. We do not need a female elf or dwarf or whatever
the views
else.
and opinions of Stephen Bisciotti do not necessarily reflect those of Shelve or its parent company.
And the Garich and the other guy,
The other guy,
Tupac.
Gaspar.
Whoever that is.
Who?
So what? We got a naked guy walking around in a robe, and we got
So not naked.
the Monkey King with an Atlas head, and some toys that you can stick in the pockets. I mean, what is it even? What is it even? You know. And you got some ankle wraps that are meant for brute scale, and they don't fit right.
I will say that the 2-pack, which is what we're discussing, also came with a set of dwarf legs that were pretty badass. So
Yeah. Oh, yes. I'd like to make note that majority of the 2-packs all here involve dwarf parts. So just let that be known.
I'm just going to contend that Steve spent a lot of his time disparaging the other 2-packs and not really making a
I learned it by you.
detailed argument for his own.
I learned it from you. I learned by watching you, and also the bios that were written for the Furious Four
were so bad they had to be rewritten for the book.
They were upgraded. They were so worthy and and fulfilling that they received more attention because My Wife Is Going to Kill Me has provided the basis of everything that has followed. It just deserved more. And it got more.
And who do we have to thank for all that? I believe that's Kane Bowles.
Kane?
Clearly
What?
The all-star of that group.
He showed up 5 minutes ago.
And outperformed all of you guys. Look at his figures. He's got the customization going on. He's sitting under someone's learning tree, but I don't think it's
Whose learning tree? You think he's sitting under Travis? You ever see what's running around in Travis's head? It's a monkey with some symbols. Bing, 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 bing.
all right.
Point of order.
Else?
I think we're shifting a little too far away from the 2-packs.
Anything else, Steven, before we move on?
I mean, I'll just put it out there. I mean, if you guys don't say that we're the best, then I might not talk to you guys at LegionsCon.
Promise.
Furious 4. All right. Next, chronologically revealed is the Exiles Under the Mountain. So, Anthony, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Curtis. Thank you, panel. I appreciate the time for having us on here. My esteemed competition. I appreciate.
1 point of order. You may have missed it at the beginning. We did mention it. As of the time of the start of the show, the Exiles by far are winning the poll in the Cabal.
So one would say we are the people's choice.
You could say that, yes.
Currently. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. So basically, the dwarves have always been looked at as underperforming. You know, the should spend half the money on them. You know, because of the lack of plastic. The community took that as an insult, and we, stood up. We're representing the blue collar working class of Mythos. And blue collar so much and so that they actually made our uniforms blue with the leather. We are the working class. We are the people, and it's being shown right now with the vote. So I appreciate that for the people of Mythos and the Cabal.
The one problem though was when they stood up, nobody could tell the difference.
That's
So,
fine. That's
yeah.
fine. You know, we you know, those jokes, they come, they go. We right over our head, blah blah blah. It's fine. We do not need a Gorgo helm to try to sell our 2-pack. So I know there are a couple guys in there, and like previously stated, some of these 2-packs wouldn't have sold as well as they did without having a 2-pack. In fact, one would say that one of our competitors is half dwarf pack. And okay, thank you.
Well, and then you could make the argument that the Gaspar Garwich 2-pack, the thing that makes it so special is having that extra set of dwarf legs.
Why? If I'm going to buy the 2-pack, I'm going to buy it because of the dwarf legs and the Bromden head. Otherwise, I'll just buy them separately and probably get more of the Gaspars than I would the bootleg Monkey Kings.
Wow.
Weren't those dwarf legs? Didn't they come from a pile of dwarf figures that the Horsemen couldn't get rid of? And they
No, as a matter of fact, that
they
was
just
an
needed
early
to clear out
teaser.
room in the warehouse.
That was
so they just included
an
it?
early teaser of the boots that came with the 2-pack as well. So they even put the female boots in there as a teaser, and they sold better with using the female parts, which gets me to my next point. We love everyone. We represent. We are a well represented community, male
How's
and
that working
female
out for
dwarves.
Marvel?
For who?
He
How's that working for
just
Marvel?
need you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Well,
Everybody go see Supergirl?
That's not Marvel.
that's not Marvel, so I'd like to
I
have
don't care. I
that.
know it's DC,
I'd like to
but
ha-
I mean, hey.
I'd like
Everybody
to
go
have
see
those
Supergirl?
comments stricken from from the record.
I
So,
did really
so
well.
your argument, Anthony, is
Done.
because you also have a female that is the most inclusive of the 2-packs. Is that what we're
Absolutely,
Just
absolutely.
because your wife's watching, don't mean you got to put on a show, Anthony.
You don't know who Gorgo
Guarantee
is.
His wife's not watching this.
You don't know who Gorgo is. Don't judge.
That's fair. Gorgo could be the mother. You know what? Because there's a skeleton neck underneath there, isn't there?
There
That could be. It could be his dead. That could be their dead mother running around. Oh, how would you like that, Lord Stephen? If you found out that your manager was actually a female, and you were reporting to a female this whole time.
No, because
That
when they
wouldn't-
did the
That
when they
wouldn't
did
do
the
you real
2
good, right?
How would
when
you
they
like
did the
if she was
2.0
standing over you in the hole?
skeleton, the Horsemen already established that when they did the 2.0 skeleton, even skeletons have honks.
No.
Okay.
That's
The
not-
Dwarven
the
2-pack
armor has breasts. The skeleton itself does not have.
Correct me if I'm wrong, because I believe Curtis did the exploded view with the Dwarven 2-pack. What was old parts? The cloth arms? Was that about it? The female arms came from from Cosmic Legions Vorga. Other than that, I think that's all brand new tooling. Something that most of my competitors can't say that they have.
Yeah, out of all the 2-packs, the dwarf 2-pack definitely has the most parts that have not been used anywhere else previously, and were huge upgrades for that type of figure, like ones that were well needed within the line. So
Yeah. So we took all those years of the making fun of the old tooling, the using it, the same parts over and over, and the studio saw that and realized, you know what, we're going to do something for the community. We're going to make it so awesome that we're going to upgrade everything. And guess what? The dwarf torso works well with 1.0 figures. The dwarf female torso is a great upgrade if you don't want to have, if you want to have your females to have a little bit more armor, a little bit more covering. I don't know. I feel like that the Dwarven 2-pack woke up and just pissed excellence from day one and hasn't stopped peeing all over everyone else.
Well, the dwarves were never marketable or profitable enough for the Horsemen to upgrade in for a decade. And then on the backs of figures like the Fantastic or the Furious Four and all the other cool shit, they were able to lose some money and finally they could give them some new parts.
So their faith in the Furious 4, 5, whatever, however many, how many of you guys have in a figure?
6, 7? It just gives more value the higher you go. So are you making fun of me because I give you more options?
Well, I mean, you gave me a lot of the same options that I had before. I could have a black bull. I could have the brown minotaur. I could have a green orc, a red orc, a purple orc. I don't know. Is there a yellow orc? We could keep going all day with that. I just, I got tired of that. They just gave you the same thing, and they didn't even give you a Gorgo helm. That weekend of the exclusives that your 2-pack was a part of, they didn't even have enough faith in you to give you a Gorgo helmet, which we don't even need to sell well.
The number one filler piece. I'm glad I didn't get a Gorgo helmet.
And the Goblin 2-pack, I'll let them speak for themselves, but it's a half a 2-pack. It's a dwarf set with some Goblin parts left over.
Oh,
Who even are any of these characters though? Nobody knows. They're nameless, useless nobodies. I mean,
That's true.
You know what I mean?
They are the working class of the community.
Got two leaders of factions that you wouldn't have had if you hadn't bought this 2-pack because nobody could afford them at the time. So, there you go.
Much like Spider-Man, anyone could be under that mask. You could be anyone under those helmets. It could be anyone in this community.
Attila has a face.
I believe your reference was to the nameless ones in the Exiles pack.
Point of order, Trevor, you had the time to talk about your set. We are now talking about the dwarves. If you have questions or comments about the dwarves, you can definitely throw them out there.
Stephen was jumping in with
his
continue
argument, to promote yours. So
I thought that's what Lord Stephen was doing. So
he's a lord.
And to be clear,
I'm a lord.
I really appreciate the Gorgo and Attila 2-pack. It, like you said, they walked so the rest of us that could run, but now they're just crawling like an old man in the back, to try to keep up with us. So,
Ooh.
All right.
That was harsh, Trevor.
Next, chronologically, is the Gaspar Gorwich 2-pack from Legions Con, which my understanding is that Chris and George worked on them without even knowing that they were referring to them. So, Chris, why are they the best 2-pack?
Give me 1 second, please.
Mm-hmm.
Can you please go brush your teeth right now? Thank you so much.
Oh,
we got to get ready for bed, and make sure you close the door. Okay. Thank you. Love you.
I think something beyond PG-13 is about to happen.
Here it comes.
You motherfuckers you're all dead to me. You're dead to me right now. Do you understand? I swear to God, there's no more 2-packs coming. There's no more homages. There's no more anything. You think any of you getting a figure named after you anymore? No. You don't vote anyway for the Gorich and other guy 2-pack. The line's over. No more Mythic Legions. It's all Mythic Legions from here on out.
You heard it here, folks.
Is there anything that you want to say positively about your set that makes it the best?
Oh, yeah. I'm actually positive that if we don't get first place, it's because we're the only set that didn't have a drawing, painting, whatever you want to call it, from Nate. We got gypped. And, so that's the only reason why we wouldn't win. And
Late March art.
And that's it. That's the only reason. And if you debate,
I think you had one of the best packages.
That's what I'm saying is it is one of the best packages, and maybe by default we don't win because it didn't have a lesser painting. It had a magnificent photograph instead. See, Trevor, you're on the nice list, the good boy list. So
did anyone else I didn't get painted up by Nate. He didn't do the Titanic and paint up like one of his French girls. I don't remember that.
No, are we even sure?
I don't think I can handle seeing the goblins painted up like.
Yeah, thank you, Joe. Exhibit A for the Exiles.
We're not talking about yours anymore. We're talking about mine. Sorry.
And for the record, Chris, I was defending your pack earlier by saying how many heads it came with.
I mean, it sounded like you were trying to throw me under the bus that it came with extra heads and it was excluding us from the 2-packs. I was not.
No. I was saying
he was saying it's more valuable.
You could do so many different things with it.
All right, I'll think about
6 heads.
I'll think about changing the list that you're on. I'll think about it. I'll take it under advice. You know what? You got the right shirt on. You're on the good list.
And I didn't wear that because it's night. I wore it because I went to see a movie today that it was the only Japanese themed shirt I had to wear today. So
yeah, I mean, so you wore it out in public, so that you're doubly on the good list now.
All right. Anything else, Chris?
Yes. Don't forget that coming up from D13 Toys will be the Nippon Adventures with my officially licensed Toshiro Mifune. I'll have 4 different versions, and I'll have a Kickstarter exclusive deluxe version. And what else? There's going to be a fantastic version that no one ever saw coming. It's going to be awesome. Just think sci-fi. That's all I'm saying. and some head packs. It's going to be a wide range of figures, and price tag for the standard Toshiro Mifune figure, $35. Where are you going to beat that? Nowhere. That's why you come to D13 and Nippon Adventures, releasing on backer kit either in October or February, depending on when I get it done. But it's coming soon. Trevor, I hope you want to take some photographs in trade for toys. Love you, Bo.
All right.
Can we check that that chart? See if his votes have gone up at all?
They definitely have not. Next to
But
talk
we're
about
going to have the Nippon Adventures 2-pack coming up soon.
There you go.
Yes, there will be a Nippon Adventures 2-pack. I'm glad you mentioned that. It's going to be a 2-pack of Kappa Yokai Demons. That's going to be awesome. There's going to be a 2-pack of a famous Japanese samurai battle of Musashi and Kojiro. And we'll see what else. I don't know. I love 2-packs. You can do a lot with 2-packs. You can put in extra parts in there. You can make them fantastic. So, absolutely.
And if you
Why
don't
couldn't we done a
vote for
D13 Jesus versus Satan? That would have been great. I would have bought that.
Who says it isn't? Maybe you just didn't buy it.
So last on here chronologically to talk about, and the most recent one we've got in hand is the Goblin 2-pack. Now, before we turn it over to Mark, though, Mock, we did have. I got some visual aids sent to me by Kirby. Kirby was not able to make it here tonight. But he knew that the other 2-packs were going to lose this. He knew the Goblins were going to win. But he wanted to offer you guys some advice on how you could make your 2-packs better and maybe as good as the Goblin 2-pack. So this is the Gorgo Attila improved. So if you were to do that, that's what that would look like.
I do like the Darth Vader vibe.
Yeah. Here is the Gaspar Garwich 2-pack. So just some slight improvements there. Then you have the Dwarf 2-pack. Apparently some improvements on that.
Actually, that looks like one of the Gob Hollow figures already.
And then the Furious 4 apparently improved. So there you go.
Okay, that one does look a lot better.
So Mock, we turn it over to you. Why is the most recent 2-pack, the Malignancy of Gob Hollow, why is it the best 2-pack in Mythos?
So it's not about what have you done for me. It's about what have you done for me lately. Being the newest of the 4-packs or the 2-packs. You look at something that the Goblin community, which the Malignancy is 1,000 strong, which I think is the largest subgroup out there. So for those 1,000 goblins out there, hopefully watching this, we appreciate that.
Maybe if they all bought a swig, you could finally get them cleared off the shelf too.
Yes. The Goblin community is it's getting stronger and more boisterous. If you've noticed in some of these reveals, and we love that, and keep burning the pitchforks and the burning sticks. You know, we'll get ours as we keep moving along. But no, when you look at this 4-pack, I heard some flack from the dwarf guy about, the one of the two being a dwarf. It's just a wide body goblin. He ate a little bit. He's still a goblin when it's all said and done. He's not a dwarf. He's just a little wide. The bare arms, the bare legs are huge. They're clutch for a customizer. It does really change the profile on a lot of these figures. And other than that, on behalf of Dan Tobin and Kirby and Patrick and myself, we appreciate everything that the studio has done for the Goblins and those who have voted for us. We appreciate that. We're tired of being low hanging fruit. We're not just experience builders. We are growing by the number and by the masses. That's all I got.
Okay. Well, some good arguments there. Appreciate that. Joe and I and Jesse will deliberate and give our answers. But before we did, I did want to bring up one thing that I when I was talking to Jeremy and I was talking about my love for two packs, he brought up an interesting point, which is that sometimes, well, he said in most instances, figures sell better individually than they do as two packs. But he said there is a benefit to doing the two packs because you can include some things for the mix and match and swappability stuff. He also said sometimes it's a good way for them to fit a figure in that otherwise might not make it in, right? And I think he means like schedule wise and stuff like that. But in my mind, I thought maybe they're not as popular to sell individually, and they have to have another figure to kind of carry them. So my question is, out of these two packs that we discussed, which one's the dog out of the two pack? And of course, I got to start with Furious 4. Steven, out of the four, which one's the dog that had to be carried?
Well, the dog would be the one I love the most. So, I mean,
Do
the
love
Furious
dogs.
4 is the dog.
Well,
In the four, out of the four, which one is the one that's the least cool?
Watch your tongue.
The goblins, because I mean,
No. In
No,
your
not
pack.
yours.
Damn.
oh, in
Steve.
my
In the
pack.
Furious 4, you look at the
But thank
five-
you for explaining what your view and
Yeah,
opinions of the other two packs are.
You look at the
Jeez,
five.
kiss
You look
my
at the
ass.
five that
Well,
you
I
can
mean-
make out of there. What is the one that is being carried by the others?
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, that would be the Minotaur.
Minotaur's being carried. Okay.
Yeah, Praetorian's being carried. He doesn't really fit that good. He's got like his the way that they did his armor really wasn't meant for him, and it just he's kind of just a shit character.
But this is also before Pete lost all that weight. So I mean, if we do a new Pete now, that Minotaur is going to look pretty good.
The Minotaur is ripped. They don't. I don't know if you know this, Mark, but they don't look like us. You're not really a goblin, and Anthony really isn't a dwarf. He's actually quite tall. I've met him in person.
How's my neck, Steve?
Not as thick as Trevor's.
That'll bring us to Trevor next. Trevor, out of the Gorgo and Attila, which one is carrying which in that two pack?
I mean, in terms of the upgrade, Attila is definitely the better upgrade between the two. I mean, Gorgo has some nice new pieces, nice new shiny new paint, but essentially, not much in the way of new pieces. But I mean, the faceplates, the new paint, the cape, the new pauldrons, the hammer, the shield. Yeah, I mean, I think Attila's carrying that pack.
Over to Chris. Chris, Gaspar and Garwich, who's carrying who in that two pack? Which one is the superstar and which one's the dog?
This ain't even a question.
I mean,
he can't even say the name of the other character.
is there another character? I always thought it was a single anyway.
Okay.
Some like accessory body parts and things. I mean, the one nice thing I'll say that other figure comes with the one accessory you've never seen anywhere else and you'll never see again. Nunchucks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So,
All right.
Never say never.
Anthony, over to you. There's several looks that you can get out of the dwarf two pack. What is the one look that you think is the weakest out of it?
So, if you were to, and I think Eric Treadaway has said numerous times before, there's one figure that if he could redo again, he would love to. That is Ragna. Dagna is the sister, the female figure in this set. So clearly, this was his opportunity to do a version more befitting to a female dwarf. So I think she would have sold very well alone on her own. So to that statement, probably the male figure, and more specifically, the helmet, which is the Anton helmet that we've affectionately started to call, maybe just individually or personally, but I think I think the Anton figure would have been the one that I'd probably put aside because I think all the other figures are great and they're amazing. They stand up on their own. But yes, so the male figure, more specifically the Anton build, I would be willing to put aside.
Okay. And Mark, if we still have him, we don't have his picture, but
No.
Mark, are you still there?
Sure.
Mark-
Yeah, I was just Googling the correct statement to stay here. I would
ChatGPT.
I would like to use my constitutional rights and plead the Fifth Amendment.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that's what it is. But if I really had to pick, I mean, I love Patrick,
Mm-hmm.
but I would think of the four, Kirby's just a hot figure. Tobin's pretty cool. Mock's got that pig face, pig nose goblin. Kirby's kind of just what head is that? That nubnik head on a dwarf. Kind of. If I had to pick one, I love him, but I think it'd have to be Patter.
Okay. Interesting. I think that is all of the statements. I'll let you guys have one more as you've now heard from everybody else. One final plea, a sentence or two. We'll start with Trevor and just work our way around. Trevor, final statement.
Again, this 2-pack was a groundbreaker, broke the ground for everything else. Still to this day, expression faces for the main character and two main faction leaders that people couldn't pick up for a decent price before this thing came out. You know, they were in the $200-$300 range for early figures. Huge upgrades, and two faction leaders that you couldn't touch before this came out. So there you go.
Steven?
If you just look at the versatility and the wonderful lore of the Furious Four, it's just head and shoulders above everybody else's things. And I'd like to reach out for
Is
support.
that because two of the packs have short individuals with the dwarves and the goblins? Is that what you mean?
No.
Well, 3 if you count the other 2-pack.
That's true.
I'd like to reach out for some support with to the House Seal brothers. I know you guys are supporting your respective dwarfs and goblins and everything, but I'm not even sure that. I know you probably have a lot of skin in the game because of the tribute thing, but I'm not even sure that those are really even tributes to you guys. I mean, it's Anton, it's not Anthony. I mean, I'm Lord Bushati. It's me, right? It was meant to be me.
Because you are a lord in real
So
life.
I'd like to make a statement. How is your last name legally spelled?
Oh shit! Damn, I didn't think he was gonna go there.
Thank you. No
No,
further comments.
I just want to
It's
say,
like
you know,
telling me, okay,
maybe
you can't
maybe
bring
you're
them
giving
back.
allegiance for something that's not even real. It might be real in your head.
You can't
But,
hold that.
You know,
that
maybe
figure.
it wasn't. So why don't you support something that is real?
The studio didn't need to use an alias. They used an alias for you, just like they used an alias for the rest of us, Steve. You're
You
one
couldn't
of
show
us.
that. You couldn't show that figure to a TSA agent and have him identify you as.
I
as that
can't
character.
find Anton on on Facebook.
Jeremy's called me Mock since day one. That's just that
just saying.
that New England accent.
That Maine
I mean,
accent. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
just saying.
That's if Jeremy lived
I don't know
anywhere
if it's
south of
legit.
New York, it'd be Mark.
I'm just saying. I don't know if it's legit.
Okay.
So maybe throw some love to some legitimacy here and support. I'd like to see it. I mean, we're all friends.
I
used
saw
to
where
stay
your
at Anthony's
argument was
house
going,
until he
but
told me I couldn't come back.
I saw where your argument was going, but I think Anthony mic dropped you on that one, man. I think, man, that was rough. Chris, final statement.
I mean, really, the only thing that can be said at this point is just don't forget D13 Nippon Adventures backer coming in either October or February, because November, December, January is a bad time to do
That's why you have
crowdfunding.
2 votes.
So enjoy your holidays. There'll be awesome pictures from Trevor that will be coming from it, beautiful action poses, because
News to me.
you know, going to be using already tooled figures with some new parts, and I hope you all support it. I love making these toys. A lot of 2-packs coming that'll blow every other 2-pack out of the water. So there you go. Happy birthday.
All right. Anthony, final statement.
I mean, the people have spoken already. The panel, hopefully you've understood where we've all come from. I'd like to take a moment and thank Trevor for not trying to promote his own show or his own third-party program along the way. I appreciate you taking the higher road on that one, Trevor. That takes some real chutzpah on you. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
And Mock, final statement.
Jesse, you're looking mighty dapper today, I must say. Joe, I don't think I've ever seen anyone more handsome in a screen than I have today.
It's that dwarven beard he's got.
And Curtis, you know where I stand with you. Can I do anything for you? Just want to lay that out there. No, I mean,
suck up.
This was fun. Just as long as at the end of the day, the Furious Four don't win, the Goblin community will rise.
So Jesse and Joe, this is the tough period. We gotta decide which is best. So I would say each of us kind of go through and talk about favorites, not least favorites, what we think. I would say that the Legions Con ones, the Gaspar Garwich and the Furious Four, are at a slight disadvantage because they had to use existing tooling. So there were no new parts, there was no cool new things, there was stuff that was newer, but nothing was groundbreaking because they were Legions Con ones. The Gorgo Attila, while it's awesome and they're great characters, is the oldest out of the ones that we're talking about. So, a little bit kind of out of sight, out of mind there. Obviously, the more recent ones have the cooler, newer things and are shinier toys, and just are loaded with stuff. So for me, I think we can almost right off the top, and I'll see what you guys think, but I think off the top we can kind of eliminate the Gaspar Garwich. Sorry. I think we can eliminate Attila Gorgo. I think it's down to the Goblin Dwarf 2-packs and the Furious Four as the top. And I could really go any of those ways. So I'm want to hear what you guys think. So go over to Joe next. Joe.
That's very wise of you, Curtis. I just want to say that, you've been a beacon of light in the community for a long time now, and I just want to tell you that, you're doing it. You've grown into the man I always hoped you would.
Joe.
So I'm a huge fan of all of these 2-packs. Obviously, I've bought multiples of all of them. The Gorgo Attila are the oldest, but I also have a really awesome Attila display. That character was fun to build, with the throne and the guards and everything. Pretty amazing. The Furious Four, I think I bought the most of the Furious Four out of all of the 2-packs.
Can you guys stop flirting on the show?
I could see
yes, after the show.
I just had to do something.
I've got
Gaspar
3 different pictures of us kissing.
I was thrilled to get some Asian inspired figures, with those. That was something new to the line and was really exciting for me. And
Nippon Adventures is coming up, don't worry.
The Dwarven Pugilist that I built with the parts from that 2-pack, the multiples I bought of that 2-pack, is probably one of my favorite figures in the whole line. The Goblin 2-pack was super fun. I'm really bummed that the Ashes of Agbendor wave was ordered in smaller quantities, because I've got 2. I want a lot more and just haven't been able to get them. So, it's one of those ones where it was, I think, maybe even better than people expected it to be, because it's been super rare. The Dwarven 2-pack, now I happen to have an Anton of the Forge here from my display, because the expectation was that I was going to be, representing the dwarves. I didn't know that Anthony was going to show up. But amazing figures, amazing parts. I'm a miner in real life, so I have, somewhat of a connection to the dwarves.
You look over 18.
Yeah, I know.
No, this is where that
I have for a very long time, unfortunately. But
conflict of interest is all I'm trying to say.
Oh, 100%. I didn't make myself a judge. Blame Curtis for that one. So, yep, that's where I'm sitting right now.
All right. Any that you feel like you can eliminate, like, because I tried to eliminate 2 so that I can get down to the final 3. Any that you can eliminate at this point, just to kind of help us as we narrow this down to a top 1 pick?
No, I don't think so at all.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, I love all of the 2-packs, and I'm that guy. I love everything in the waves, so no help from me. Sorry, Curtis.
All right,
Is
Jesse.
it too late? Is it too late to make me a judge? Because I might as well just be a judge too.
Well,
I mean, no one knows how I'm gonna vote. I mean, I could go either way.
That's what we've heard.
Hey,
Jesse, what say you? Anything that you can eliminate off the top, and what do you like about these? Yeah, let's hear from you.
Before I do that, folks, if you're watching, we are running a wheel, and we'll run the wheel before we give our final judgment.
Jesse, what are you giving away?
I'm giving away the Goblin 2-pack.
Oh, look at that.
You have to give it
Now,
away. You can't even sell it.
Said before, I'm giving this away because it's the only 2-pack I have, and I didn't know we were doing this, and I was like, I gotta add something because my choices are probably going to be as close to fence riding as you can possibly get without being Travis.
Okay.
So that said, I will give a definitive answer, but hashtag 2-pack. Please like, subscribe, do all that jazz. Do all the YouTube stuff. Beep, bop, boop, whatever. No, there's absolutely none I can eliminate from this list. I think they all stand alone as awesome sets. I do have one that I will give as a definitive answer in the end, but I think they're all great. They all offer great things. Yes, the Attila and Gorgo is groundbreaking. It was the first 2-pack. And it gave me access to figures I had no access to at that point when I came into the line. Furious 4 has allowed me to get it was my first time getting Fury Clan figures, and gave me 4 representations, the first 4 representations of friends of mine that I've gotten to because of this line, which I was going to say that I didn't get into this stuff because of My Wife Is Going to Kill Me, but I cannot deny Sean was into My Wife Is Going to Kill Me, and I went to my first Legions Con because of Sean and his love for the My Wife Is Going to Kill Me guys. So I can't eliminate. Okay. And the Garwich Gasper 2-pack, I mean, it's got a lot of green in it. Green's my favorite color. The characters are fun. The bios are fun. I mean, all the bios on these guys are fun. Yeah. And the dwarfs and the goblins, the dwarves are probably my most underrepresented species on the shelf at the moment, just because.
Because when you put them up for sale, Jesse, they sell really quickly, don't they?
Because I customize them and I end up selling them or whatever. But they are probably the most bought figure that I've got. Not necessarily the 2-pack, but dwarves in general. And goblins, they're the only species in my collection that has their own entire shelf set up at the moment. The dwarves will. I just don't have it done yet. I have some dio pieces I need to put in there.
All right.
So that said, yeah, cool. I can't eliminate anything. I think they're all fantastic, and they all have their own unique charms. And
so Jesse, it's the time. Let's go ahead and let's pull that 2-pack, and then we will give our top answer. The 3 of us. Hopefully, there's not a tie. If there's a tie, we'll go to the chat. But here is the 2-pack. We're going to spin this. You guys got about 5 more seconds till I get done talking, and then I'm going to spin this. We also have a super chat if you want to read that, Jesse.
Yep. I was going to say we've got a super chat here from Chris at Pharaoh's Forge, $4.99 super chat. That
is Decade of the Dwarf. Thank
I
you.
was having a malfunction there. That was a real
That
life
is the
glitch, not a
day.
computer glitch.
Hmm.
And I don't know if I saw this one earlier. We had one from Kevin Boots for
That was when you were
Jesse
glitchy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we actually
It
read
was.
that while you were glitchy. So,
Okay.
all right, here we go for the
Spin that wheel.
2-pack of Malignancy of Gob Hollow. Let's see. Good luck, everybody. And the winner is Sammy Boy 480.
Oh, Sammy boy, the pipes are calling.
Mhm.
I apologize, Sammy Boy. I don't know you by name at this point. So please
It's your
reach
boy
out to
Sammy.
me. I don't was that Sammy 480?
Sammy Boy 480. Yes.
All right.
Look at that. Changed a little bit. All right,
Why do I-
Jesse.
That is a horrible photo of me.
Sorry.
Jesse, what say you? What is your number one pick? If you had to pick one out of these 5 as the best 2-pack in Mythos, which one are you going with?
I don't like going first here.
Sorry.
I have a very personal attachment to the Malignancy set because pat myself on the back. Not that I created that term, but I started using that with Dan Tobin, and that so I have a stake in that pack. It's a very cool pack, and all of these are hair breadths away. But at the end of the day, I'm going with the Exiles from Under the Mountain. I think the variety of parts that come in that set, and the proper female dwarf, proportion and everything. I absolutely love that set. I love the new weapons in that set. So for me, if I have to pick one that I'm giving to somebody at the end of the day, plus I have a long attachment to dwarves going back to my earliest days, and my brothers showing me the Hobbit cartoon and their books of the animation from that movie. So dwarves are always going to have a high place in my heart. Not that the other ones aren't right there behind it, but the dwarves have to take the top spot if I pick one.
All right, I was not expecting that. Going over to Joe. Joe, you can only keep one. Which one of these are you going with?
Are you
Wonder
sure
how
you
this
don't
is
want to
gonna
go
go.
first?
Nope.
Curtis?
Go ahead, Joe.
Okay, well,
My vote counts as 3 anyway. So
No,
I mean, it should come as a surprise to no one that the blue collar race that works in the mines holds a special place in my heart. So, all of them are great. Jesus, I love everything in this line, but yeah, if I could only keep one, there it is. I would get rid of those 4. No,
Sorry.
yeah, I'm going with the Dwarven 2-pack.
once again, Attila Gorgo is out for me just because the limited swappability. They're the older ones. I love Trevor, but that 2-pack's out. The Gaspar Garwich, the best part about it is the dwarf legs.
What part is the best part? Sorry,
The dwarf legs.
I don't
in
understand
that one.
English. Sorry, say that again.
The Malignancy 2-pack is amazing. There's a lot of parts. I love it. It is the most fun that I've had recently with toys. The Furious 4 are awesome. Love those guys. But for me, it is also the Exiles Under the Mountain. It is a sweep. The dwarves take it. The Exiles is the best 2-pack in Mythos. So there you
Thank
go.
you.
There
We
you
appreciate it. We are representatives of the people of Mythos. Please, if you haven't joined the Kings Under the Mountain Facebook group, we are few, but we are mighty.
Yep. So there you go, folks. It was a tough one. They're all awesome 2-packs, but the dwarf parts, The fact that it's so much new tooling, just the upgrade in pieces for those dwarves, and just how cool they are. And it is loaded, so it is the most fun, and it is the best, definitively best 2-pack. It's the one voted on by the people. It's the one voted on by this panel. There is no question about it. As such, it is beyond contestation. The dwarves are best. So
Rigged.
I think just because something's newer is not better. I mean, Claire's newer than Katie, and she's definitely not better. That's just the way it rolls, and I just want to say it's a sad day. I think we have friendship. I think we have friendships lost here, and we'll see how it goes when we all have to meet face to face.
All right. Well,
see.
I can tell you one thing: we're not meeting face to face.
back?
None of you are allowed.
I'm back. I couldn't hear Paris for a couple minutes there. I heard Jesse give the thing to Anthony, and then it was all downhill from there. So I don't know what the hell happened.
yeah, it was a sweep for the dwarves.
Jesus Christ!
You guys had a good
Thanks,
showing,
guys. Now I'm going to get the phone call tomorrow morning. I'm not answering any calls or texts from Anthony the next 2 weeks.
It was a good showing, I would say. At least for me, the Goblins and the Furious Four were right close with the dwarves, but the dwarves, because of the new tooling, they just edge it out. It's just so much new parts, so much cool parts, and you can't really get them anywhere else yet. So,
okay, who made the best argument though?
I don't know, man. Anthony's mic drop on Steven's name that's what's sticking.
Yeah, but that wasn't his argument. That was just
but it's the most powerful thing that happened tonight.
I think
That was
Chris's
a total
argument about not making any more tributes and not getting any more 2-packs.
That's
and all.
just
I think
Chris
that was
throwing
the
a
best
temper
argument.
tantrum. That's all.
I mean, at this point, I'm okay with it.
He asked me
Steve,
what
are
I
you
thought
okay
was
with
the
them not
best
making any
argument.
more tributes?
That was the best argument in my
Yeah, they're handing them out like candy ever since mine, so we might as well shut it down.
Listen, I'm making an amendment here. I will allow 2-packs, 3-packs, 4-packs, the whole 9, as long as everyone supports D13 Toys, Meat Fun Adventures.
Yep.
In October or February, please support the line. It'll be awesome. There'll be Samurai, Ronin, Ninja.
Great soft goods.
Awesome soft goods, beautiful robes. Tashir Mifune, guest starring. By all means, please.
Everybody will get theirs before Van.
I mean, that's a given.
Yeah.
Well.
All right. Well, folks, this was great. Once again, 2-packs are a lot of fun. Every one of these is great. If you don't have any one of these, you should definitely get them because they are a ton of fun. That looks awesome.
Oh,
Yep.
awesome.
It's been doodling while we're talking.
Nice.
Before we say goodbye to you folks, we'll go around the horn. Trevor, I know we've got a Legions Quest episode coming up tomorrow night, but anything else you got going on?
We doing it live?
Oh yeah, we should do live. I think we were talking about we'll do live. We're gonna do it live tomorrow night.
Doing it live.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So we're doing that live tomorrow night, and then a week from tomorrow night, there will be the first episode of a long-running series called the Road to Legions Con. So I don't know who's going to be on it yet. I'm working that out, but we're going to have a lot of vendors. We're going to have a lot of new people, noobs, and everything, and tips and tricks. So check it out.
Very cool. Lord Steven, anything you got coming up you want to promote?
Get your copy of Toy Collector magazine too.
No, I don't want to promote anything with you guys.
Okay.
Steven has an excellent episode of Podcasters of the Universe coming up where they're going to be talking to the man behind Beastman in the new Masters of the Universe movie. Also check him out on Sunday mornings on My Wife is Going to Kill Me, where they do all kinds of fun stuff, including a new segment that Steven's introduced where he is bringing up old figures to see if they still hold up, which is an awesome new segment.
So like the Furious 4.
And you guys are going to be at Motu Fest, right?
We are going to be at Motu Fest, and actually that Beastman interview happened yesterday. It's already available.
Oh, nice.
For Podcasters of the Universe on YouTube and
audio
wherever you listen to podcasts. And it was not because of me or any of us, but just because our interviewee was so cool. It was a pretty cool interview. So
Very
if
awesome.
you have any, and he didn't just do Beastman, he did the Hulk in the new movie too. So
Oh.
if you're a Marvel fan, check it out. It's pretty interesting.
Very
Steve,
cool.
that interview you guys did with Val Staples was really good. I had a chance to listen to it the other day all the way through. That was some good stuff. Pete was amazing producing it.
He was.
Cincy John had a good question. He wanted to know if the results of this show are going to be Toy Drama next Sunday.
I'm not in charge of that.
Okay. Chris, is there anything coming up soon that you want to promote?
Absolutely. I mean, you never asked. I mean, you know.
Sorry.
You know, I got a bad case of the giggles. Come on, stop it.
Napalm Adventures coming up, folks. Make sure you're ready for that.
No. Don't forget, Wednesdays around 4:00 at Forestman Studios. We got 4ish o'clock show every Wednesday at 4ish o'clock. And this week, actually really cool because this week we got something special. Because we already did, the Wonderfest recap, San Diego Comic-Con recap. So we have something new that we're going to do this Wednesday. We're going to talk about D13's Nippon Adventures coming soon to a market near you.
Very cool.
Hope you'll join us.
Very cool. Mock, anything that you've got coming up you want to promote?
Yeah, so Funhouse Customs and Borderland Horde working together here. I've probably been blowing the Cabal up lately. I've kind of slowed down with the Battle Companions.
They look cool, by the way.
It's pretty cool bringing like our pets into our collections because a lot of us who don't have kids or our babies have fur. Nothing's cooler than kind of bringing that along with you in your collection. The last few weeks I've been working with Ben Wright and myself working on some mounts. So now we're going to be able to make some mountable companions. Some of them are very goblin centric. Anything from a big old pink pig to a praying mantis at this point, and everything in between. So keep your eyes peeled on that on Borderland Horde.
You mean mountable things like this?
No, that's a dwarf. That's a dwarf.
Hey, look at that.
I don't know. It's pretty cool.
I kind of like this. I kind of like this pig better.
Oh, okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
Why be pigs and boars when you can be the goat?
There you go.
Oh.
Anthony,
So-
you came in by surprise. We did not know you were going to be here. You thoroughly defended your 2-pack and won the vote of the people, the vote of the panel. Anything that you would like to say for your 2-pack as well as anything that you've got coming up?
Well, I'd like to thank the people. We had to defend the mountain. Once again, we were under attack, and we stood tall together. I'd like to take a moment and thank the Borderland Horde for taking Funhouse Customs from me. That's taking a lot of weight. My back doesn't hurt so much anymore, so it's been a fun time with that. But yes, actually, as we just showed the goat here, we just dropped that live yesterday as a set. And as I like to find a way to dwarf anything, we dwarfed the horse. We took the middle section of the legs out and we shrunk them up and we swapped out the head and the tail. And next thing you know, we're making it work for all sorts of different shapes and sizes. If you want to, like I said, join the Kings Under the Mountain, we greatly appreciate that. Also, if you're a member of the Kings Under the Mountain and you want to support us, feel free to go to Retro Rags and buy yourself a Kings Under the Mountain apparel, sweatshirt, hoodies, onesies, tank tops, whatever is your fit. Kings and queens are all welcome here. So other than
Onesies,
that, thank you for
the favorite size of dwarves, right?
Sure.
We do have a $1.99 super chat that came in here, Jesse.
Oh, I don't know what this means. Brahm is a deadbeat.
Yes,
And
yes,
throws
there.
forward.
Yes, we have some existing beef with our current lore related king of the dwarves that we are working through.
Bromden, gotcha.
Yeah, we're working through that. We're having some conversations, but sometimes those in power, may always make the best decisions, and we're just trying to get through it. Trying to get through it. Know that there's light at the end of the tunnel.
G says he's a
Is that a
traitor
dwarf
to his
reference?
people. So
Version 2 of King Bromden would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I would love to see that.
Well, gentlemen, this was a fun show. Appreciate your passion, enthusiasm, and ultimately, the dwarves do stand tall, as D'Anthony said. So they are the clear-cut winner. If you can still get one, go ahead and grab that. Make sure you grab the Malignancy 2-pack while it's available because, as Joe said, they're getting hard to come by. The Gaspar Garwich, I mean, they're like a dime a dozen. I think you can
I think they're still available on Big Bad now at this point.
Yeah, you can find those for dirt cheap.
Okay, let's not make this
all right. Well, gentlemen, thank you for coming on. We appreciate it. We're going to put you guys backstage. If you have to run, we totally understand. If not, hang out, and we will see you in just a few minutes as we close out the show. So,
Keep on Adventures, D13, coming soon.
see you guys.
Later, Gator.
That is a show, Jesse.
It certainly was. What new stuff you got coming this week, Curtis?
Well, I'm going to be dropping the episode 5 of Curtis Reads, where I'm going through the Mythic Legions first 10 years book. I will be finishing up Wave 1.0 and going into Etheron's Dozen on episode 5. So that'll be happening. And then I am traveling later this week, which means I will have a travel toy video coming. So,
okay.
And then obviously, as we mentioned, a live episode of Allegiance Quest tomorrow night. So
yes, over on the Allegiance Quest channel. And are we dual streaming it? Did we say?
We probably will do a bunch of streaming things. We'll probably try to stream it to Bill's channel, to Trevor's channel. We'll try to stream it everywhere and yeah, just try to get some eyes on it because we want to get people excited for any sort of role-playing in Mythos up to and including the new role-playing game for Mythic Legions that'll be coming soon. So
there we go.
What about you, Jesse? What you got coming up?
More whatever this is. I did my first movie reaction where I watched a movie and reacted to it on my Patreon. I have not edited that down to Facebook yet. It wasn't my first time watching the movie, but it was my 1-year anniversary for watching and discovering K-pop Demon Hunters. And I do have another video planned for this week if I get around to it for some other stuff. But yeah. And then we do have a show next week. Again, stay tuned for the announcement of who, where, what, when. Well, where and when is right here next Sunday at 8:00.
Yeah, this one kind of came together organically as the week went on. So
yes,
probably something similar.
Well, I mean, this is about as close as to a bracket as I think I can handle on our show.
It was very passionate debating. It was fun.
It was very good, and I love all of the 2-packs. Like they're like
Me too.
None of them are bad.
Yep.
But and I don't have kids, so I can't fall for the this kid's I can't do the kids thing. Just because it's newer doesn't mean it's better.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm technically the newest kid in my family. I'm definitely not the best one.
I can see that.
Maybe the 4th out of the 5.
Very nice.
Right.
So yes, we will have an episode next Sunday to be announced as far as who will be on. But we will see you then. And like we said, tune in tomorrow night for a live episode of Legion's Quest. Watch us play D&D in Mythos. It'll be a lot of fun. So
yeah, maybe we'll put out applications to be on the show and get people to want to be on because
and we might be, I don't know this for sure, but we might be giving away a mug tomorrow night. So I'm looking backstage to see if Trevor's nodding or shaking his head. He gave us the thumbs up. So yes, we will be giving away a Legion's Quest Stein tomorrow night on the live show. So
yes, and congrats, Sammy Boy 480. Please read out to me either at Jesse Arnold on Facebook or just shelve it right here on screen, so I know where to send this goblin pack to, and I'll get that out this week.
Very cool.
With all that said, folks, until next time,
what's on your shelf?